Hi YouTube, this is a review of my brother's new knife. You might know him as Frisbee on Instagram, so go check out his stuff. This knife is the Administrator, designed by Mike Snody and made by K-Bar Knives. This knife comes with a molded polymer sheath, has a little hole in the corner so you can make it into a neck knife, has great retention. Focus. Nice retention, holds the knife in. There you can see the logos and the model number and made in China. You can also see it has a big dollar sign in the handle. That's one of Mike Snody's signature designs, I guess. A lot of dollar signs in all of his knives. Couple looks at it. Okay, so I'll get onto the specs now. This knife has a 2-inch blade, a 3.125 inch handle, and an overall length of 5.125 inches. The blade thickness is 0.12 inches thick. I think that's pretty good for a cheap knife. And the blade steel, also good for a cheap knife, 5CR15. With a 57 to 59 reported Rockwell hardness. And final measurement is 1.29 ounces is the weight. So very light. You got a lot of cutouts right there, and it is a hollow ground blade, so it took off a little more material than a flat grind. So, guess I'll talk about the knife, my impressions of it. This is a very small knife. You can see it's smaller than my hand. My hands aren't really that big, but you can see it's small. Fits in 3 fingers. 3 fingers don't even really, well, yeah, I guess they fit fully, but no way getting a pinky on there. I like the design. The design looks really nice. I don't know about the finishing. The finishing is not very great because it's got all that reflective kind of plain on the flat, and then same look on the blade grind, kind of boring looking. It sharp corners everywhere, but no hot spots when you're holding it really. Maybe a little right there. That's a little bit of a hard angle, and they didn't really take any of those angles off in the middle where you can see the dollar sign was cut out. But other than that, I think the whole, the design of it is nice. I think they did a good job on it. This knife is only around $8. Prices probably vary, but under $10 most places. So I think this knife is mainly going to be used for hard work and kind of just ditch it if you need to. Cut something and take the place of a expensive knife, so you don't have to get an expensive knife out. Like if you have a custom, you don't want to scratch it up or mess it up doing something stupid with it, you could pull this out, and if you chip it or do anything wrong, that's $8 out of your pocket, and most people that doesn't hurt too bad. So I think that's what this will mostly be used for. You could put a nice lanyard on it, because this hole right here, well, really any hole, but I'd say this hole in the corner looks like it'd be good for a lanyard, or just attach it to your pants some way maybe. I think that's really cool. With the 5CR15, I think this could do some cutting if you need it to. It's not good steel, I'd say, but it's good enough steel. Definitely good enough to replace an expensive knife. If you need to cut something, I'd say it can get the job done. It's also really small, so it wouldn't take up any room if you have to carry it as a backup blade. It'd also be great as a camping blade or something if you're out in the woods. There's a possibility of losing it. I'd say take this. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is. Not much to it, just a little fixed blade, really cheap. Pretty cool design, and a good feel in the hand. Mention that again, it feels good when you hold it. I like it. I'd check it out if I were you. Only $8. If you buy it and don't like it, you're not losing out too much. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to watch my other videos and subscribe.